Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Like you see the world differently from everyone around you? Maybe you feel too deep, too emotional, too kind, and people take advantage of that. Or maybe you've been attacked, judged, or even hated for simply being yourself. If that sounds like you, you might be one of God's chosen ones. And guess what? That's not something to be afraid of, it's something powerful. But being chosen doesn't come easy. In fact, it often comes with pain, deep pain that most people will never understand. That's because chosen ones carry light, and light always attracts darkness. That's why people with narcissistic traits, who love control and hate truth, are often drawn to you. Not to help you, but to break you, but they won't win. Because in today's video, we're going to break it all down. We'll talk about 7 deep pains only chosen ones go through, and why narcissists always seem to target you. If you've ever wondered, why me? This is your answer. And I promise, by the end, you'll walk away stronger and more aware of who you truly are. So, stay with me until the very end. You need to hear this. And hey, if this message speaks to your heart, you're not alone. There's a whole community of chosen ones out there waiting to connect with you. So show some love, drop a comment, subscribe, and join the family. Together we rise, we heal, and we remember who we are. Let's begin. Sometimes life feels heavy even when nothing seems to be wrong on the outside. You wake up, go about your day, and try to be kind and good, but deep inside you feel different. People don't always get you. They might say you're too quiet, too emotional, too intense, or even too weird. And no matter how hard you try to fit in, you still feel like an outsider, like your soul doesn't fully belong in this world. This deep feeling of being misunderstood or even attacked without a reason is not just your imagination. It's something many chosen ones go through. A chosen one is someone with a special purpose in life, a mission that comes from a higher place. But with that mission comes pain, because the world doesn't always welcome those who are sent to change it. Here's the truth. Not everyone is built to carry the kind of light that you carry. Your presence alone can make others feel things they don't want to face. Your words can shine a light on things they've tried to hide. And that's when the attacks start, not physical ones, but emotional ones. People might ignore you, mock you, gossip about you, or try to bring you down. And you wonder, what did I do wrong? The answer is nothing. The pain, the rejection, the isolation, it's a sign. A sign that your path is not meant to be like everyone else's. You were chosen not because life would be easy, but because your soul is strong enough to walk through the fire and still keep going. You carry a light, a truth, and a calling that many people can't understand, and that scares them. So when you feel left out or misunderstood, remember this: diamonds are formed under pressure. Your pain is not random, it's preparing you for something greater. Chosen ones are not like everyone else. They think deeply, feel deeply, and often see through things others miss. They care about truth, kindness, and justice, even when no one is watching. This makes them shine in a quiet but powerful way. It's not about being perfect or better, it's about carrying a special light inside that comes from the soul, from something divine. That light is your energy, your honesty, your ability to love and forgive, your connection to something bigger than this world. But here's where it gets heavy. Not everyone likes that light, especially people who live in darkness, people who want control, who feed off attention, and who wear fake masks to hide their emptiness. These people often show signs of narcissism. Narcissists don't just dislike the light, they feel exposed by it. Your calm spirit reminds them of their inner chaos. Your truth reminds them of their lies. Your love reminds them of how empty they truly feel inside. And so instead of learning from your light, they try to crush it. This is the spiritual warfare most chosen ones face. It's not always loud or obvious. It can show up as emotional manipulation, lies, silent treatment, or subtle jabs meant to make you doubt yourself. Narcissists will try to make you feel small, weak, or crazy, because deep down, they know your power is real, and they can't control it. That scares them. But here's the deeper truth. Your light was never meant to be hidden. Every attack, every lie, every dark moment is trying to distract you from your purpose. The darkness doesn't come because you're doing something wrong. It comes because you're doing something right. So don't dim your light to make others feel comfortable. You were chosen for a reason. Let your light shine, even in the face of the storm. You might have gone through a lot in your life: heartbreaks, betrayals, loneliness, rejection, or silent battles no one ever saw. Maybe you cried in your room, smiled in public, and kept going when everything inside you felt broken, but still, you rise. Still, you show love. Still, you hope. That doesn't make you weak. It means you're warfare tested. See, chosen ones don't just wake up strong. They are built through pain. Every tear you cried watered the seeds of strength within you. Every time you were misunderstood, you learned how to stand alone. Every time someone tried to break your spirit, your soul found a deeper reason to keep going. That's not weakness. That's power shaped by struggle. There's a reason you faced more storms than most people. It's because your purpose is bigger. Your journey is not just about surviving, it's about becoming the version of yourself that's bold, wise, unshakable, and full of light. The pain you carry, it's not a punishment, it's preparation. It's training for the calling on your life. When life hits hard, it's not to destroy you, it's to teach you how to rise higher, to make you ready for what's coming. People may not see the battle scars on your heart, but God does, and every scar is proof that you didn't give up, that you chose to grow, that you're being prepared for something greater. So don't let the weight of your past fool you into thinking you're weak. You've been tested by fire and came out shining. You're not broken, you're being built. And one day, everything you went through will make sense. You'll look back and realize it was never punishment. It was purpose in disguise. Have you ever stood in the middle of a group, surrounded by noise, laughter, and people, yet deep inside felt completely alone? Not because you don't love them, but because they just don't see you. Not the real you. They might see your smile, your kindness, your outer self, but they can't seem to touch the depth of your spirit. This is spiritual loneliness, and it's something many chosen ones silently battle. It's not the kind of loneliness that comes from not having people around. It's the kind that comes from not having your soul truly understood. Your heart speaks a different language, one that most people aren't tuned into. Your thoughts are deeper, your questions are bigger, and your energy is softer yet stronger. Your spirit operates on a higher frequency. You see things others ignore. You feel emotions that others dismiss. You search for meaning where others chase noise. And because of that, you often feel like you're on a different wavelength, like you're walking in a world that doesn't recognize your light. You try to connect, but surface-level conversations leave you drained. The more you grow spiritually, the harder it becomes to find people who truly get you. It's not because you're too much, it's because your soul was never meant to stay small. This kind of loneliness can hurt. It can make you question yourself. But don't shrink to fit in. Don't silence your spirit to feel accepted. And this loneliness isn't a curse, it's a sign of your calling. It means you're rising above what's shallow. It means your soul is evolving, even when others stay stuck. Keep shining, even if no one claps. The right souls will feel your energy without you needing to speak. Until then, honor your path. This silence is where you grow strongest, but in truth, you're protecting your energy from those who don't value it. There's a deep pain that comes with being constantly misjudged. As a chosen one, this happens more often than you'd like to admit. People look at you and think you're cold, arrogant, or full of pride, but they have no idea what's really going on inside you. You're not trying to be better than anyone. You're just trying to protect your peace. You see, your energy is sacred. Your spirit is sensitive, tuned into things most people overlook. Crowds, loud energy, fake smiles, surface-level talk, it all drains you. So you naturally pull back. You don't open up to just anyone. You observe before you speak. You walk quietly, even though your soul speaks loudly. But the world doesn't always understand quiet strength. Instead of seeing your boundaries as wisdom, they call you distant. Instead of recognizing your stillness as strength, they say you're full of yourself. But what they don't see is the truth. You've been used, drained, and taken for granted too many times. You've learned the hard way that not everyone deserves access to your spirit. Being misjudged can feel lonely. It can make you want to explain yourself over and over, but you've probably learned that explaining doesn't help much. People who are not ready to understand will only twist your words, and so you keep your circle small, you keep your heart guarded, you learn to speak less and listen more, not because you're cold, but because you're wise. There's a quiet power in choosing who gets your energy. You're not here to please everyone. You're not here to be liked by the masses. You're here to walk your path with purpose, and that means protecting your peace, even if others don't get it. Some people aren't ready to meet a soul like yours. Your depth makes them uncomfortable. Your silence forces them to hear their own noise. Your truth makes their masks fall off. And instead of rising, they attack. Instead of growing, they gossip. So they label you as proud because it's easier than facing their own reflection. But here's what you must remember. You are not what they say. You are not arrogant. You are not distant. You are aware. You are guarded for a reason. You are doing what many cannot, preserving your energy, staying true to your spirit, and walking with quiet dignity. Being misjudged is painful, but it's also proof that you're no longer living for their approval. You're living for your purpose. And sometimes that means letting people misunderstand you because your peace matters more than their opinion. One of the deepest pains a chosen one experiences is betrayal from those they trusted the most. It's a wound that cuts far deeper than any stranger's hurt because it comes from people who once held a special place in your heart. Family members, close friends, or loved ones. These are the people you opened up to, shared your dreams with, and believed would stand by you no matter what. But when they betray you, it feels like your world shatters. The shock and heartbreak can make you question your judgment and even your worth. However, this pain is not without purpose. God uses these painful moments to help you break free from unhealthy attachments and codependency. When people who are supposed to support you fail, it forces you to stop relying solely on human relationships for your sense of security and value. Instead, it redirects your loyalty and trust toward God, who never betrays or abandons you. This painful detachment is actually a spiritual cleansing that prepares you for greater independence and deeper faith. It teaches you to find your true strength not in others, but in the divine connection that is unshakable. Though betrayal feels like a harsh lesson, it is ultimately a path to spiritual freedom and growth, guiding you to place your trust in the one who is always faithful, even when those closest to you are not. Sometimes, out of nowhere, you might face attacks that don't make sense, random hate, gossip, or opposition that feels unfair and confusing. These unexplainable attacks happen because there are people, especially narcissists, who can sense the light you carry inside. Your light shines so brightly that it threatens their carefully built illusion of control and power. Narcissists thrive on keeping others beneath them, on manipulating and twisting reality to suit their needs. When someone like you, who carries truth, kindness, and strength, steps into a room, it disrupts their game. Your genuine spirit exposes their falsehoods and weaknesses, and that makes them angry or jealous. Instead of trying to understand or grow, they lash out with words and actions meant to hurt and silence you. But these attacks are not signs of your failure, they are signs of your power. Your light is strong enough to break through their darkness, even when they try to bring you down. Remember, the hate and gossip aren't about you, they're about the fear your light stirs in those who prefer darkness. Keep shining, knowing that every attack only proves how brightly you're glowing. Divine delays are one of the most challenging experiences for the chosen ones. You may feel like you're doing everything right, praying, working hard, staying patient. But your dreams and answers keep getting postponed. Doors that you expected to open remain firmly closed. Opportunities you hoped for seem to pass you by. These waiting seasons can feel frustrating and lonely, making you question if God has forgotten you or if you're on the wrong path. But the truth is, far from that. These delays are not a denial, they are a sacred part of your spiritual journey. God uses these seasons of waiting to build something deep inside you, spiritual endurance. Endurance is more than just patience. It's the strength to keep believing and moving forward when the world around you says, stop. It's the power to stay faithful and hopeful, even when nothing seems to be happening. Divine delays teach you to trust God's timing, which is always perfect, even when it doesn't match your own. They prepare your heart and mind to handle greater blessings, responsibilities, and challenges ahead. During these waiting times, you're learning lessons that no quick success can teach. You're growing resilience, humility, and wisdom. You're learning to rely not on your own strength, but on God's guidance. It's a time to deepen your faith, to let go of control, and to open your spirit to the process, even when it feels uncomfortable or confusing. Sometimes, these delays protect you from things that might have hurt you or distracted you from your true purpose. Other times, they are opportunities for you to prepare, to build skills, develop character, and become the person you need to be before your breakthrough comes. Like a seed buried in the soil, you may not see the growth happening beneath the surface, but it's happening quietly and powerfully. Many chosen ones have walked this path before you and have testified that their divine delays were the very moments when God was shaping their destiny. The waiting was not wasted time, it was sacred preparation. It's important to remember that God's no or not yet is never permanent. It's always part of a bigger plan that you may not see right now, but one day will understand completely. So when you face closed doors and long waiting seasons, don't lose heart. Know that you are in a divine process. Your patience is not in vain, your faith is not forgotten, and your purpose is not delayed. You are being spiritually strengthened for the amazing things God has prepared just for you. Trust the journey, hold on to hope, and keep your light shining bright through every season of waiting. Extreme empathy is one of the most beautiful yet challenging gifts that chosen ones carry. You don't just see people's pain, you feel it deep in your soul, as if their struggles become your own. This ability to connect so deeply with others' emotions makes you compassionate, kind, and understanding, but it also makes you vulnerable in ways most people don't realize. Because when you open your heart so wide, you can attract people who drain your energy instead of adding to it. These people are often called emotional vampires. They feed off your kindness and your ability to feel deeply, but they never give back. Instead, they take more and more until you feel exhausted and empty. Among these energy drainers, narcissists stand out. Narcissists are masters at pretending to need help while secretly using your empathy to control and manipulate you. They may seem charming or even caring at first, but their true goal is to keep you wrapped up in their drama and pain, ignoring your own needs completely. Because you feel so much, you might find yourself trapped in their cycle, constantly trying to fix them or prove your love. But the truth is, no matter how much you give, they will never be satisfied. Their focus is always on themselves, and your empathy becomes a tool for their control. This can leave you feeling confused, hurt, and even doubting your own worth. However, your extreme empathy is also your strength. It means you can sense when something is wrong beneath the surface, and you have the power to heal, not just others, but yourself. Learning to set strong boundaries is key. Protecting your energy doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you care for yourself just as deeply. Recognizing when someone is draining your spirit is the first step to breaking free. You deserve relationships where empathy is mutual, where love is balanced, and where your kindness is met with respect. Your empathy is a gift, but it must be guarded wisely. When you learn to balance your open heart with healthy protection, your light will shine even brighter, attracting those who truly deserve your love and respect. Remember, extreme empathy is not a weakness, it's a superpower. But even superheroes need to protect themselves from villains. Guard your heart, honor your feelings, and don't let anyone dim the beautiful light that comes from your deeply caring soul. Chosen ones often find themselves caught in cycles of isolation and revelation. At times, it feels like life is pulling them away from everything familiar, away from friends, comfort, and the everyday noise, to a quiet place where real transformation happens. This isolation isn't a punishment or a curse. Instead, it's a sacred space where the soul is taught deep lessons, molded into something stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the path ahead. During these times alone, you may feel lonely, confused, or even abandoned. But these moments are necessary. They strip away distractions and false beliefs, allowing your true self to emerge. Like a sculptor shaping a masterpiece, God uses solitude to reveal hidden strengths, heal old wounds, and open your heart to higher truths. Each period of isolation is followed by revelation, a new understanding or insight that changes how you see yourself and your purpose. These revelations bring clarity, courage, and renewed hope. They remind you why you had to go through the quiet and sometimes painful seasons. Though these cycles can feel repetitive and tiring, they are actually signs of spiritual growth. Every time you are pulled away, it means you are being prepared for something greater. You are being made ready to walk boldly in your divine calling, equipped with wisdom and resilience that only such sacred preparation can provide. So when you find yourself in solitude, remember, you are not alone, you are being shaped. What feels like a trial is actually a gift, a powerful process designed to bring you closer to your true destiny. Embrace these cycles with faith and trust, knowing that each one brings you nearer to the light you were born to shine. Your presence alone is a powerful force that exposes the lies narcissists and toxic people try so hard to hide. When you simply show up as your true self, authentic, confident, and guided by a clear purpose, you become a mirror reflecting everything they are pretending to be but are not. This truth can shake them deeply because it threatens the carefully constructed image they want the world to believe. Narcissists live behind masks of charm, superiority, and control. They create illusions to cover their insecurities and fears, but when they encounter someone like you, whose light shines with genuine love and purpose, their fake facade starts to crumble. Your authenticity highlights their dishonesty and emptiness, and this makes them feel threatened and uncomfortable, often causing them to react with anger, manipulation, or attempts to bring you down. Their negative reactions are not about you, they are about the threat your realness poses to their false identity. You don't have to fight or prove anything. Just by being yourself, you reveal their weaknesses. This can be uncomfortable for them, and sometimes they will try to silence or discredit you to protect their image. But here's the truth. Your genuine presence is a sign of your strength and spiritual growth. It shows that you are living in alignment with your divine purpose and that you are not afraid to be seen as you really are. Keep shining your light, knowing that it not only frees you but also exposes the shadows around you. Your authenticity is a gift to yourself and to the world. It calls others to rise above falsehood and live in truth. Though your presence may unsettle some, it ultimately brings healing and clarity. Stand firm in who you are and remember, your realness is a powerful weapon against lies and deception. Narcissists live for control. They crave constant energy, attention, and admiration from those around them. They want to be the center of the universe, feeding off others' emotions like a never-ending supply. But when it comes to you, the chosen one, things are different. Your soul is strong, rooted in divine purpose, and it cannot be easily manipulated or drained. This independence is exactly what frustrates narcissists the most. Unlike others who might fall into their traps, giving away their energy and attention freely, you protect your spirit fiercely. You don't react to their games or get caught in their web of lies and manipulation. Your boundaries are strong, and your connection to your higher self makes you resistant to their tactics. Because you're not a source they can control or exhaust, narcissists may become confused, angry, or even desperate. They struggle to understand why you don't respond the way others do, and that loss of control threatens their sense of power. This frustration can sometimes cause them to escalate their efforts, trying harder to break through your defenses. But the truth is, your spirit remains unbreakable. Your strength lies in knowing your worth and staying true to your purpose. You are a supply they cannot control because your energy is sacred and reserved for what truly matters, your growth, your mission, and those who genuinely value you. This makes you untouchable in their world of manipulation. Remember, not being their supply is not a weakness or rejection. It's your power. It's proof that you are walking in divine protection and spiritual authority. By standing firm, you show that your light cannot be dimmed or stolen. You are stronger than the games of control and manipulation because your soul is free. Narcissists fear your light because it shines truth and strength that they can never have. To protect their fragile egos, they use sneaky tactics like gaslighting, guilt, and blame, all designed to dim your bright spirit and keep you under their control. Gaslighting is one of their most dangerous tools. It makes you question your own feelings, memories, and sense of reality. They twist your words and experiences, making you feel like you're the one who's wrong or crazy. This confusion weakens your confidence and dulls the powerful light inside you. Guilt is another weapon they use to manipulate you. They make you feel responsible for their problems, failures, or unhappiness, even when you're not at fault. By carrying this unnecessary guilt, your energy gets drained and your spirit shrinks, making it easier for them to control you. Blame is their way of shifting responsibility. Instead of facing their own flaws and mistakes, they point fingers at you. This constant blame makes you feel unworthy and small, as if you're the source of all the trouble. It's a way to keep you doubting yourself and hiding your true light. But your light is not something that can be easily dimmed. Recognizing these tactics is the first step to breaking free from their grip. Your spirit is powerful, and even though they try to shrink it, your inner light remains strong and true. Stand firm in who you are and refuse to let anyone make you feel less than the amazing chosen one you truly are. The brighter your light shines, the more you show the world your strength, purpose, and undeniable truth. Narcissists may try to dim your light, but your spirit will always find a way to shine through the darkness. Narcissists have a way of making you question who you really are. They don't attack you openly. Instead, they slowly chip away at your sense of self, making you doubt your worth, your calling, and even your sanity. This isn't just random behavior, it's a deliberate way to confuse and control you. They want you to rely on their approval, to feel okay, so you become trapped in their web, losing sight of your true identity. When you spend time around a narcissist, their words and actions can feel like a constant storm of criticism, manipulation, and gaslighting. They might tell you that you're too sensitive, too proud, or not good enough. They may question your dreams and your purpose, making you wonder if you're really called to the things your heart desires. Slowly, the voice inside you that once believed in your mission becomes quieter, drowned out by their relentless doubt. This process is deeply painful, and it can shake even the strongest spirits. You might start to wonder if you're going crazy or if you're the problem. You might feel like you don't deserve success or happiness, or that your dreams are too big or unrealistic. The lies of a narcissist are designed to isolate you from your own truth and make you depend on their approval instead. But here's the powerful truth. This test, as painful as it feels, is actually an invitation to root your identity in something far stronger, God. When the world and even those close to you try to shake your confidence, it's an opportunity to look beyond human opinions and anchor yourself in the divine. God's love and purpose for you are unchanging, even when others try to tell you otherwise. Rooting your identity in God means recognizing that your worth doesn't come from what people say or think about you. It comes from knowing that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, created with a unique purpose that no one else can fulfill. Your calling is not dependent on others' approval. It is written on your heart by the one who knows you completely. This process of rediscovering your identity takes time and courage. It means learning to listen to God's voice above all others. It means standing firm in your faith even when the voices around you are loud and confusing. And it means trusting that God is shaping you through every challenge, including the pain caused by narcissists. When you root your identity in God, you become unshakable. The doubts and accusations thrown at you lose their power because you know who you truly are in Him. You start to see yourself through God's eyes, loved, chosen, and equipped for a divine purpose. This new foundation gives you strength to walk away from toxic people who try to pull you down. Your identity is your most valuable treasure. Narcissists may try to steal it by making you question everything, but their tests are only temporary. By holding fast to God's truth, you transform these trials into powerful growth. You become clearer about your calling, stronger in your worth, and more certain of your sanity. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Many chosen ones face similar battles, and all of them come out stronger by choosing God as their foundation. When narcissists try to test your identity, respond by rooting deeper in God's love and purpose. This is where your true power lies, the power to overcome doubt, reject manipulation, and shine brightly as the chosen one you were born to be. You were chosen for a purpose bigger than yourself, a purpose that goes beyond your own life and reaches into the lives of those who came before you and those who will come after. This purpose is to break generational cycles, patterns of pain, struggle, or limitation that have passed down through your family for years. Not everyone will understand the path you are on, and that's okay. Your journey is unique, and sometimes it feels lonely because you are walking a road few have traveled. Breaking these cycles isn't easy. It requires courage, strength, and a deep faith that what you're going through has meaning. The pain you face, whether it's emotional wounds, difficult relationships, or moments of doubt, is not a sign that you should stop or give up. Instead, it's a powerful signal that you are close to a breakthrough. Generational cycles often keep families stuck in patterns that repeat over and over. Struggles with trust, fear, addiction, poverty, or brokenness. When you are chosen to break these chains, you carry a heavy but sacred responsibility. The challenges and setbacks you encounter are part of the process of healing not just yourself, but your entire lineage. Your pain has purpose. It teaches you lessons, builds resilience, and shows you where change must happen. The struggle you endure today is creating a new path for future generations, one filled with hope, freedom, and healing. By staying rooted in your faith and purpose, you become a warrior for transformation. Remember, not everyone will understand why you have to go through certain hardships. Some may criticize, doubt, or even reject you because your journey challenges the status quo, but their lack of understanding does not define your worth or your calling. What matters most is that you keep moving forward, trusting that God's plan is unfolding exactly as it should. Every step you take toward healing is a step toward breaking those chains. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. When the pain feels overwhelming, remind yourself that it is part of the process, a signal that transformation is near. You were chosen for this mission because you have the strength to see it through. Stay rooted in your faith, hold on to your purpose, and keep pushing forward. You are not just healing yourself, you are changing the story for generations to come. The pain is real, but so is the power you carry. Your breakthrough is coming, and with it, freedom for you and your family. Rise, heal, remember who you are. These three powerful words hold a deep truth that every chosen one needs to hear, especially when facing the challenges brought by narcissists. These people come into your life trying to distract you, confuse you, and steal your peace. But here's the truth. You were never meant to fit in with their games or their toxic energy. You were sent to stand out and stand strong, no matter what. When narcissists enter your life, they bring chaos. They twist words, spread lies, and manipulate feelings to keep you off balance. Their goal is to control you by making you doubt yourself. You might find yourself asking, am I too much? Am I doing something wrong? Why do I feel so lost? These questions come because narcissists want to pull you away from your purpose. They want you to believe their version of reality instead of your own truth. But you are not meant to live in confusion or fear. You are meant to rise above all that noise, To rise means to lift yourself out of pain, doubt, and darkness. It means to refuse to stay stuck in the hurt caused by those who try to bring you down. When you rise, you take back your power. You decide to stop letting the lies and distractions control your heart and mind. Healing is the next step after rising. Healing is not just about fixing what's broken on the outside, it's about restoring your spirit and your soul. When narcissists attack your confidence or try to tear down your dreams, it leaves wounds that need care. Healing takes time, patience, and kindness to yourself. It means learning to forgive, not for them, but for you. Forgiveness frees your spirit from carrying the heavy weight of anger and bitterness. Healing helps you rebuild your identity, not based on what others say, but on who God created you to be. Remembering who you are is the most important part of this journey. In the middle of confusion, pain, and hurt, it's easy to forget your true self, but your true self is powerful, unique, and full of light. You are chosen for a reason. You have a special calling that no one else can fulfill. You were created with gifts and strengths that shine brightly, even if narcissists try to hide them. When you remember who you are, you connect to your inner truth and divine purpose. This remembrance is like a shield that protects you from the toxic voices trying to steal your joy and confidence. Narcissists want you to believe you have to change yourself to fit in, but fitting in is not your mission. Your mission is to stand out. To stand out means to be brave enough to show your real self, even when it's scary or uncomfortable. It means embracing your uniqueness, your passions, and your light without apology. Standing out also means standing strong. It means holding your ground when others try to shake you. It means being bold in your faith and your purpose, even if it feels lonely at times. Standing strong doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It means you face them with courage and hope. The path of a chosen one is rarely easy. You will meet obstacles, pain, and opposition. But every challenge is shaping you into the person you were meant to become. Every trial is a step closer to the breakthrough waiting on the other side. The strength you build during hard times becomes your armor, making you ready for greater things. Narcissists often try to distract you by pulling you into their drama and negativity. They want to steal your focus from what really matters, but you have the power to choose where you put your energy. You can choose to focus on your healing, your growth, and your dreams. You can choose to rise above the noise and stay rooted in your truth. When you do this, you take back control of your life and refuse to be a victim of their manipulation. Remember, you are not alone. Many chosen ones have walked this road before you and found victory. Their stories are proof that rising, healing, and remembering who you are can lead to freedom and purpose. You too can walk out of the shadows and into the light of your destiny. So, rise. Let the pain and lies lose their power over you. Heal the wounds that the narcissists tried to leave behind. And always remember who you truly are, a powerful chosen one, created to stand out and stand strong in this world. Your light is needed, your story matters, and your breakthrough is coming. No matter what the narcissists say or do, your spirit cannot be dimmed. You were made to shine, to lead, and to make a difference. Stand tall, stand proud, and keep moving forward with faith. The world is waiting for the unique gifts only you can bring. Rise, heal, and never forget your incredible worth. You've been through pain that doesn't make sense. You've cried silent tears in rooms full of people. You've carried burdens that no one else could see. Battles fought in the spirit while the world thought you were just too quiet, too emotional, or too much. But listen closely, that pain was never random, it was divine preparation. The truth is, chosen ones are not weak. They are warfare tested. You were never meant to fit in. You were sent to stand out. And that kind of light, it terrifies the dark. Narcissists didn't come into your life by accident. They were drawn to the light you carry, not because they love you, but because they wanted to dim you, to manipulate, to twist your reality, to gaslight your truth, to shrink your spirit. They saw the power in you long before you did. But what they didn't realize is this: you're not easy to break. You're forged by fire. Every betrayal only made you wiser. Every delay only strengthened your patience. Every isolation season wasn't punishment. It was God pulling you aside to upgrade you in private. You are not arrogant. You're aware. You are not distant. You're discerning. You are not cold. You're careful with your energy. People might misjudge you, misunderstand you, or walk away. Let them. Not everyone is qualified to sit at your table. Some were only sent to teach you how to set boundaries, how to heal, and how to lean on God, not people. Chosen ones often walk lonely roads, but never forget, even when you feel unseen, unheard, or unloved, heaven sees you. God is with you, and He's not done. This journey is not about proving your worth. It's about remembering it. You were chosen to break generational cycles, to shift atmospheres, to awaken those around you. And yes, that calling comes with spiritual attacks. Yes, it attracts jealousy, misunderstanding, and betrayal, but it also comes with divine backing. When God chose you, He already equipped you. Everything you lost, it will be restored. Everything you suffered, it will be used. Every wound, it will become a weapon in your healing ministry. Stop trying to explain yourself to those who only want to misunderstand you. Stop shrinking just to make others comfortable. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It's your superpower. Your empathy isn't weakness. It's your weapon. Your delays weren't rejections. They were redirections. You were being positioned, aligned, and refined. So rise. Shake the dust off your soul. Let go of the weight that was never yours to carry. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming, and your becoming is sacred. The narcissists? They came to distract you, to make you doubt your worth, to twist your truth. But guess what? You're still standing. You're still glowing. That alone is proof that their darkness couldn't win. You're not here to live a small life. You're here to shine, to heal, to remember who you are, to walk in purpose, with fire in your bones and peace in your heart. Keep going. Your breakthrough isn't coming. It's already here. And if you're reading this, it's not by chance. It's a confirmation. You've survived things that should have broken you. You've loved people who only came to drain you. You've stood in places where others would have collapsed. But you're still here. Maybe a little quieter. Maybe a little more guarded. But stronger, wiser, and more in tune with who you truly are. Because being a chosen one is not about fame or recognition. It's not about perfection or being better than anyone. It's about carrying a divine purpose, something placed deep inside of you before you were even born. And that purpose makes you a target, but it also makes you powerful. Every delay you experienced was heaven's way of slowing you down to protect what's coming next.